And blessings, everyone. Welcome back to the Humble Servant Homestead. Today we are back on out inside of the garden. And you know what I told my wife? I said, before we start doing any little video or anything of that nature, the first video we want to do is to come on out here and give you all a full garden update, a full garden tour. Yes, we are going to start down here at the bottom garden, work our way on up to the middle garden, and also on up to the top garden, which is the big garden, guys. And yes, we are also going to take you all on over there to the orchard, where we also have some food grown on out in that area. Now, if you all notice, it has been a little bit of a while since we came on out and actually do a video, guys. I'm going to tell you, it's just been a lot that has been going on, and we just wanted to take the moment to be still for a little while. Just let the Most High move and operate and do what the Most High do, and move ourselves out of the equation. So no further ado, and yes, we did just got back from Tabernacle, where that we went on out and we fellowship with our brothers and sisters, just to the remembrance of our forefathers and what they had to go through on out there in the wilderness. And that was a good time spending with friends and family. But guys, like I said, it has been a long time since we came on in and do a video. And also, you notice we had just dropped a video of our corn withstanding the wind that was coming through and hitting that corn. Stay tuned for that as we get on up there to the top garden. We will show you all what that corn is looking like. Now, we're just doing an update. Just want to show you all what is going on inside of the garden, but also stay tuned because we will be coming back on in to do a little bit of harvesting, also to do a little bit of seed saving as well. And so, hey, like I said, no further ado, let's go. And so right here, we are in this spot right here. If you all remember last year, guys, we planted Scotch bonnet peppers in this area. Okay, now what we have in here right now is sweet potatoes. I did plant these sweet potatoes a bit late. As a matter of fact, our Beauregard, we don't know how they're actually doing because I have not came on in and dug any of them up yet. Now, you know, we like to leave these potatoes for about 150 days in the ground so they can go ahead and swell up really.
And those are the sweet Koreans. We like to leave that long.
Absolutely. Sweet Korean. Did I say, what did I say?
You said Beauregards.
Beauregards. As a matter of fact, speaking of Beauregards, guys, this is what we have on in these two rows right here is actually the Beauregard. And from what I am actually seeing here with these Beauregards, just want to come on in and show you all. If you notice, you can kind of see some cracks right here in the soil. That right there kind of let me know that, hey, there should be some food. Okay. Speaking of food, and there we go. Yep. We do have some food growing underneath the soil right here. So we're going to leave that. I need to go back and actually check when I actually planted them. These we usually typically like to leave them in about 120 days. Right there is that sweet spot where they swell up real nice for us to go ahead and start harvesting. Now, when of course you all know what we do to plant our sweet potatoes. If you don't know how we amend these soils, just go ahead and check our old videos, our previous videos, and that will kind of touch on what we do to get these beds ready. Now, as you all notice, y'all can see some callaloo in this bed right here as well, guys. These are all volunteer callaloo popped on up in this area. Right now, they're virgin callaloo. They have not been cut from. So we're leaving them to go to seed. So therefore, we can harvest these seeds, because I'm going to tell you all, you guys have been blowing up the store on these callaloo seeds, guys. So of course this year we have to make sure that we go ahead and save some seeds for you all. Okay, so this whole entire bed is sweet potatoes. Now, one of the things that you guys have been asking, someone asked, how long is your beds? I still haven't gotten to measuring these beds one day, but I think we're going to spend the time doing a video just measuring out these beds so you all can see how big these beds are. I want to say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I want to say about 6 rows of potatoes in this area. And so stay tuned, guys.
I'm gonna tell you, this is a lot of foliage.
Yes, it is.
This is a lot of foliage.
It is a lot of foliage, but you know what? The foliage is what's going to also help to pull the energy to bring back to the roots of these plants.
Okay,
so
now I have a question.
Yes.
Did you mound up? Because I wasn't down here when you planted the sweet potatoes. So did you mound up these? I can't really tell. Well,
Absolutely.
I guess I can kind of see some.
Yeah, you could kind of see a little
ups and downs.
Yeah. You know, so all these right here has been mounded up.
Okay, I see.
On mounds, just like that.
Okay.
And I do kind of see a little bit of bulging where the slips were planted.
Okay.
Sometimes don't let the foliage fool you.
I got you.
You may see a lot of foliage, but guess what? There's plenty of food underneath.
Okay.
But we can only tell when we
start to dig.
Harvest.
Okay.
Like I said, these have been amended with potash and also bone meal, guys,
okay.
Which helps to develop root. No nitrogen was put inside of here because I believe this soil is already filled with a lot of nitrogen. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to move on up to where we actually have our Scotch bonnet peppers to see how they're actually doing. We do have some that we're going to have to harvest pretty soon, but come on along, guys, and let's. So here we are right where we plant out the Scotchy babies, guys. Now, if you all know that Scotchy, yes, is a staple here on the homestead. I guess YouTube, you know, our channel pretty much was, you know, helped to kind of grow from all this Scotch bonnet peppers that we grow here on the homestead. Just bringing you all along with the tutorials on how to grow Scotch bonnet peppers successfully, guys. Now, right in here, these plants, they have been harvested from quite a bit, and guess what? We've still got plenty more to harvest from these plants. So therefore, if you all also need Scotch bonnet peppers, remember you can go ahead, place your orders on the store to get your peppers. Now,
and that's the fresh peppers and seeds.
Yes, fresh peppers and seeds. Now, if you want to, you come on in, camera lady. So right now we are actually in, I want to say about going into our third bearing from this plant. Now, if you notice how, you know, loaded these plants are, we have peppers and we still have blossoms coming in, guys. Okay, look at this. Let's just lift the skirt up and just to show you all. Now we have harvested, like I said, quite a bit of pepper. Look at that. Just pulled one off a while ago. And you want it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
We have harvested quite a bit of Scotch bonnet peppers. Come on in, camera lady. We're just going to show you all what these plants are doing and how prolific these plants are. Now, some of them can use some nitrogen. Now, how you know that, Mr. Humble, that these plants need nitrogen? I'm going to show you this middle row over here. You notice how the leaves on this plant is a bit yellow. That right there is a sign that they do need some nitrogen. But because we are in fall and we're getting into the tail end of planting, we're not going to fertilize them. But one of the things that we are going to do this year, we are going to...
don't give it away.
Don't give it away? Well, camera lady said don't give it away, so therefore stay tuned.
That's right.
What we're going to do this
almost
fall,
had.
okay?
Got to be quicker than that.
Oh, got to be a little quicker than that. But as y'all can see, like I said,
yeah, it's peppers everywhere. It's peppers everywhere.
Yeah, it's peppers everywhere. Absolutely. But you know what? I can talk all about peppers right now because that's all we have in this area is just peppers. We will be coming on in to do a little bit of harvesting with you all, take you all with us when we come to harvest some peppers. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to move on up now. We're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about our okras and what it is that we are going to be doing with these okras. Like camera lady said, don't give it away. So therefore, we're just going to talk a little bit on the okras.
That's right.
And we'll come back on in and talk about what we're going to be doing. Now, over here, as you all can see, we have our okras. Now, someone asked, subscriber asked, what variety of okras do you have inside of your garden? What we actually have, we have the jambalaya okra, guys. I pray I'm saying that right. Did I say that right, Cameron?
Jambalaya, yeah.
Okra. And so right in here, come on in, we're going to talk a little bit about okras.
Okay.
Now, as you all can see, they're pretty much now in that stage where they start drying out. If you can see right up here on the crown of this okra plant right here, guys, starting to fizz out. Okay, what do you mean, Mr. Humble, when you say fizz out? If you notice, it is not putting on any more crown on up top, so therefore this particular plant has finished bearing. Now what we're going to do, because we're going to be using this spot to plant out brassicas, because yes, it is about that time, guys. It is nice and cool outside, and it is time to start planting those brassicas. Now we're going to be coming in to take these dry pods off and therefore putting them up for storage, and we're also going to be pulling out all these stalks out of the garden as well. I may just cut them back, leaving the root in the soil, and just let them go ahead and break down in place. But as you all can see, we have okras all throughout. And one of the things, let's see how good these seeds are looking. And you know, we can't tell how viable they are until we plant them, but there you have it. And if I break them all open and seeds fall, we will be having okra seeds in this area next year. But look at that. We have some real nice looking okra seeds, guys. So stay tuned.
Did you really toss those in? Oh my gosh.
It's all right.
Okay.
The frost may go ahead and kill those seeds.
They'll germinate back next spring.
That may happen too. But nonetheless, as you all can see, we have quite a bit of dry pods in here. Stay tuned, because we will be bringing you all in to harvest out some okra seeds and also cleaning this area up, because that's one of the things that I also want to do, guys, because yes, we do have some garden cleaning to do, and I want to take you all along when we come on in to clean the garden and also amend these beds with goat manure. I guess I gave it away, but I'm going to take you all along with me anyway. Come on down, camera lady. Real quick, well, you know what? I'll touch on what I'm about to touch on about the Scotch bonnet peppers. And like I said, look on that. Look at that. We have more back here behind us that we planted out that we will touch. What I'm going to touch on, what I was going to touch on right here, we'll touch on it back here in the other Scotch bonnet pepper bed right.
Okay, hold on. Let me pause it and meet you, because you know I'm gonna itch if I touch this okra.
You're not gonna itch, camera lady.
Whatever.
Okay, and guess what, y'all? Camera lady just made it through the okras. She was crying about okras itching her, but that's all right. But right in here, we have our potatoes that we planted out. Now, if you all remember that video that we dropped about the potatoes, guys, and look at here, I'll show you all what's going on. Look at that.
Oh wow,
a pretty nice red Norland potato in this area. And like I said, I will take you all along with us when we come on in to harvest out these potatoes, guys. So far they're doing fairly good. You know, of course they're not growing as fast as they would in the springtime, but nonetheless they're still growing. This is a good sign to let us know that we will be getting food out of here. Now, like I said, Sweet potatoes you can plant twice a year. If you want some potatoes to be able to,
What kind of potatoes can you plant twice a year?
potatoes.
Yes.
Thank you,
yes.
camera lady. Thank you, camera lady. But these potatoes right here, guys, you want to make sure, if you can, plant them twice a year. So that way, going into the fall, you will be able to harvest potatoes. Therefore, you also will be able to put away seed potatoes for next spring. Okay, so keep that in mind. And that's real nice. And
That's beautiful.
solid.
A beautiful color.
Absolutely. I love those red Norlands.
I do
guys.
too.
Okay, but right over here, as you all can see, callaloo seeds. That is actually ready. We need to come on down and start harvesting them. Because if we don't, what will happen? They will shed all those seeds, and we will have to deal with them next year, which is not typically
Not a bad thing.
Absolutely. So come on in, camera lady. Let's keep on going.
Okay.
We're going to move on around here.
Around the callaloo.
Around the callaloo, where we have, guess what? More Scotch bonnet peppers.
Well.
Okay? Like I said, Scotch bonnet peppers, guys, is
Oh,
the
that's so
staple.
pretty.
Of course, praise be to the Most High. Hey, we try to make sure we grow some good Scotches here. Look at that.
Wow.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
And like I said, they are in their second bearing. Look at that, y'all.
Wow.
They're in their second, I wouldn't say third bearing right now. But what I was going to touch on, they love this weather, guys. Right now it's about 75, 80 degrees, and they are loving it. So for people that's in areas where they're getting real good temperature, just know that the peppers, they love them. Look at this. I want to show you all. Look at all these
Lots
new
of
blossoms. Very, very prolific plants. Just know that, and our subscribers, they have said it, that these plants, they bear like crazy for them. So remember, if you guys get the seeds from the store, they won't fail you. You do, and you follow what it is that we do here on the homestead on how we grow these peppers, you can't go wrong, guys. Okay.
And I have a disclaimer too.
Yes.
If you follow the way and methods that we show here on this channel, you will have no issues.
Absolutely.
If you do not, we cannot guarantee your results. So if you are planting in cement or starting your seeds in cement, please don't leave a negative review for us because you are not planting them accurately, okay? Follow what we're showing you and you'll be fine.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Look at that. I'm just going to show you all a few more here, guys, and then we're going to move on from Scotch bonnet peppers. Look at that.
Those are beautiful.
And it's actually time to come on down and start harvesting.
Yeah.
I can, like I said, I can talk. Look at that. I can talk about Scotch bonnet
all
pepper
day long.
all day long.
Yep.
Like I said, look at this. It is time to come on in and harvest. Okay.
Again.
So nonetheless, and camera lady, you can show them the walkway.
There is no
of
walkway.
What it is that we have to go through when we come down and
There
harvest.
is no walkway.
Absolutely not. And that
Used
is
to be.
all the rows, guys.
Yeah.
That is all the rows. Now, what I'm going to do next year, if the Most High spare my life, try not to give too much thought for all the way next year, guys, because I have to focus on today.
So much time in between now and then, right?
I'm trying to tell you, but if it be the Most High will.
That's right.
If it be His will to let me live to see next year, and I am still in the garden, I will try to come on in and do things a little bit different. Okay. But like I said, guys, Scotch bonnet peppers.
Scotchy.
Bonnet peppers.
Ooh,
Beautiful, beautiful peppers. Before we leave off on the peppers here, remember we are in fall, so therefore the season will be coming to a close pretty soon. If you need your peppers, go ahead and place your order. Of course, I'm not going to sit here and act as if I'm trying to sell peppers, because that is what we do.
They sell themselves.
They sell themselves.
Yeah,
absolutely. But I want you to understand that if you want to get some of this flavor in your kitchen, and you want to get a little taste in your kitchen, go ahead, place your order before the restaurant grab them all.
Well, I was gonna say,
Okay.
or it'll be next season. That's all. You'll just miss out. That's okay.
And you know what? I just want to, another thing, want to give a big thank you for all of our supporters out there. You know, anywhere from subscribers, from the people who purchase from our store, also to the restaurants. We just want to say thank you all for continuously supporting,
patronizing us.
Yes, you know, the Humble Servant Homestead. We are grateful.
It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you. But come on, camera lady, we're going to move on over to these rows that we came on in and built the other day. And I did something here. I took you all when we came on in to plant out some green beans, guys. Okay? And what happened, as always, you plant these beans and then you get a big shower of rain. And what tends to happen, the rain tends to smother out your seeds. And what that is, because when the rain beat on the soil, as you can see right here, your soil should be like this when you first plant those seeds, guys. Okay? Nice and loose like that. But when you get rain and the rain beat on the soil, what tends to happen, it gets real compacted and the seeds no longer able to breathe. So therefore it's as if the seeds get suffocated and no oxygen is able to pass through the soil to give those seeds you know, the airflow that they need to germinate. And we only had a few that actually came on up. But what I actually did here, I said I'm going to leave these few. Simple reason why, to give you all a demonstration to let you know that if all the seeds that I had planted came on up, we would have been able to harvest some beans before November when we get our first frost. And as you all can see, we have real nice blossoms on these plants right here.
Yeah, so we'll still be able to harvest a meal or two.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's not a total loss.
Absolutely. But what I did promise camera lady, guys, is that in the early spring, I will be coming on out here to plant out some more green beans. And green beans and
talk to me. Purple whole peas.
Purple whole.
Yeah, and we'll explain why when we get at the top garden.
Absolutely. I got you, camera lady. Well, I will plant your purple whole peas.
Yes, sir.
But nonetheless, guys, what we're actually going to be doing in this bed right here, we're going, because like I said, it is perfect for brassicas.
Yeah.
Now, when I speak of brassicas, we're talking about anywhere from your lettuce, cabbage, you know, mustard, turnips, collards, broccoli, all that is perfect weather for it right now. So therefore, we're going to be coming on in and we're going to be planting. Now we do have some transplant that we have to come on in and plant up at the top garden, and so that way we can get the ball rolling, because I believe we plant them early, we will be able to get a great harvest from out of them. Okay? Now what we're going to do, we're going to skip a row.
Skip a row.
And right in here, guys, what we have our squash. We have our squash planted in this area. Now, as you all can see, they're actually doing really good. We have one that we actually came on in and stake up, that we have to come back on in and start staking the rest of these squash plants. But guess what? One thing that you don't have to worry about when you plant your squash at this time of the year, you don't have to worry about squash vine borers.
That's right.
But even if we do have squash vine borers, guess what? We do have that triple action, you know, that we know
how to take care of them.
That we can use to take care of them. Absolutely.
That's right.
So one of the things that did happen,
they've been logging lately, guys.
yes, a lot of wood.
Oh, that's not a log truck.
But, so what happened, these things, they started flowering, I want to say about 2 days or so ago, or 3 days. And one of the things is we did not have any male flowers, because you know squash, they tend to push the female flowers out first, and then later on down the male came on in. But we did not have any male flower, guys. And I'm going to come on around. Stay there, camera lady.
Okay.
So right here is your male flower. This flower right here, this is the male. How can you tell this is a male? Because it does not have any fruit right here in this area. But what you can do, because we don't have a lot of bees flying around this time of year, you can peel that back just like that, and you can come on in. This right here is a female flower.
Well, she's been pollinated already, so.
Yeah, she's been pollinated, so she closed on up. Not necessarily always the case, but you would come on in and you will go ahead and pollinate the female flower that way, and you should be good to go.
Awesome.
One of the things is also, we did have quite a bit that, flower and was not able to get pollinated, so those, they kind of fall off because they're not pollinated,
right.
Okay? So nonetheless, that pretty much.
So tell them, I guess since we're down here,
Yes.
because I see some squash. I was surprised to see them just now.
Yes.
How many more days do you think those will be before it's time to harvest?
These right here, and I'm going to tell it, because it has been so cool throughout the day. Typically, once you see a squash plant like this right here, it will take you about a day or two to come back on out, and that squash would be ready.
Perfect size, right?
Yes, and if you leave it any longer, what will happen, it will start developing the seeds on the inside, and therefore when you get ready to cook them, you would have to scrape the seeds out.
Yeah.
So you want to get them when they're about 2 to 3 days old. They'll be real nice and perfect. Just
very soft seeds,
yes,
not fully developed.
Yes, just
to
the way
eat.
The way how you like them.
Absolutely.
Well, like I said, I want to say about 5 years ago, if you all remember, okay, I haven't planted squash in a long time. But if you all remember how we used to do these squash plants,
yes,
we came on in and we put a stake in, and we let them go up the stake. And the reason why we do it like that, guys, is to make sure that we can keep the squash off the ground and easy to harvest, and also real nice airflow through these squash plants right here.
I was gonna say that technique has been, wow, we used it how long ago?
Oh yeah, we've been doing it for quite a while, and it has
it's
been
popular now.
That's what I was about to say. What I've noticed, it has been very popular since we started doing it like that. But
right.
Hey, that is what these
if it helps.
videos are for, guys. It's
right.
for someone to take it and run with it. Me personally, I could care less whether you give credit or not.
That's right.
If it helps you,
all praises
be to the Most
That's
High.
right.
But nonetheless, let's go ahead now and get into the middle garden. We're going to talk about the middle garden and what the plan is for the middle garden. So nonetheless, guys, come on and let's go. And so here we are with more peppers, y'all. You know what? We grow these peppers, but trust me, I don't really eat these peppers on the regular.
Especially like these.
Yes, these are actually grown for, for the restaurant.
For the restaurant, yeah.
But what we have right here, look at that, another beautiful pepper. This is the chocolate Scotch bonnet peppers. Very hot, have a mild flavor.
Mild?
Mild flavor like the Scotch bonnet peppers. I said it's very hot. I'm just talking about the flavor, which is mild. Okay? So, hey, if you are looking for some heat in your pot and you want if it burn you when you eat it, this right here is the peppers for you to get. As you all can see in the background right here, the bushes right now, the plants, they're getting very high. These are actually in their second phase of bearing. We do have to come on in also to harvest out some of these peppers. We're going to lift up the skirt. Now I'm going to lift up the skirt for you so you can see what's going on underneath. Okay,
beauty.
So that is what these peppers, they are doing right now. It is, like I said, harvesting time.
Yeah.
And also to save some seeds, because my wife said she do need a re-up on the seeds, guys.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
currently
so,
out of stock.
we're going to come on in and grab some for seeds. These right here are the same plants. These was planted, I want to say 2 months after I planted these. I came on in and planted these 2 months later. And as y'all can see,
Full of blooms.
full of blooms right now. They
And baby peppers.
in the process of bearing. But as y'all can see, we have quite a bit of pepper on them as well. Okay, and as y'all can see, guys,
No
the
walkway.
rows is very slim walking.
Yeah.
With the rows. And so right over here, these beds right now, they are not, as you all can see, they're bare.
Well,
And
actually,
so,
no. I see something that caught my eye.
well, you do have a little red
One
Russian,
and one behind you.
well, 2 red Russian kale
Yeah.
in this bed right
Can
here.
you transplant them?
These came from last year.
Can you transplant them, or are you going to plant? Okay.
Absolutely, I can.
Nice.
We are going to plant some of those as well.
Okay.
So that way we can have some red Russian kale.
Absolutely.
But guys, as y'all can see, the beds, they are bare. Come on over, camera lady. I'm gonna walk in this bed just a little bit. But as you all can see, what we have here is some sorrel,
Yes.
as we call it back home in Jamaica. You may also know it as roselle,
Hibiscus.
or hibiscus. But that is what we have here. Now, if you
Beautiful.
all have been following us for a while, you know that it has been a struggle with these sour plants. But guess what? This year I have learned something, guys. Okay? Not to plant these plants. Tell you what.
Don't tell it yet.
Stay tuned
Yeah.
when I come on in to harvest and talk a little bit about hibiscus. I will share with you all what I have learned. But before I move on, I want to give a big thank you to the dear sister in Florida who sent us these sorrel seeds.
Yes.
Want to say thank you. When we come on in to talk a little bit more about them, I will look for her name so that way I can give a proper shout out
That's right.
to that sister, because guess what? I am thankful.
Yes.
You know, it's one of those things, is not to be ungrateful. You know, when someone is there to, you know,
Bless.
give a blessed hand. Okay. So right here, as you all can see, this is what I always used to run into, guys. But I have learned, like I said, we plant these out early. Now this is one of the plant that we planted out in early spring.
This is one plant.
This
Oh, it
is
sure
one
is.
of them that survived. And if you notice, we only have one that survived. All the rest of them pretty much bite the dust. I'm gonna get to it.
Okay.
Except these was planted in the early spring. These ones right here was planted later on down.
Oh,
so like I said, stay tuned. I'm going to tell you all what I have learned from these sorrel plant right here, growing them in grow zone 8A, guys. Okay.
So question, how many plants were here? 3?
We
or
had,
4?
Yes, it was 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I want to say there was the extra one, but I pulled that one out.
Okay.
That was the first one that actually died.
Gotcha.
But stay tuned, y'all. We're going to come on in and share. Now remember the roselle, and
we'll talk about it.
Yes, we're also going to touch on the benefit when we come on in of the roselle plant. But as you all can see behind us, these are rows that me and the young ones, we have been prepping, getting them ready, so that way we can plant brassicas out.
Okay.
So come on, camera lady, what we're actually going to do now, we're going to head on down to the orchard, and then we're going to work our way on up to the big garden. So nonetheless, come on and let's go. Okay, and so here we are down in the orchard. Now if you all remember, like I said, this orchard is multi-purpose orchard, guys, because we come on down not just planting the fruit trees, we utilize the rest of the space in the orchard to plant out many different kind of food, whatever we decide we want to plant down here at the time. Now come on in. If you all remember these, you remember the name, Babs? It's
Tahitian.
Tahitian melon. They call it Tahitian melon, but guess what? You know, for me here, you know, I call it pumpkin, okay? Yeah. Or
winter squash.
Winter squash, as they're also known as. But it is time to come on down and start harvesting. Now, one of the things that I've done, and this is a harvest that we're going to take you all in to do, so we can kind of round up to see how much more we are going to pull out of this area right here. And the reason for bringing you all for the next harvest, just to show you all how prolific these plants are, okay? But what I did do, I came on in and pulled the ones that were ready off of the stem, because we were in the forecast, we're supposed to get quite a bit of rain. Okay. So I end up pulling, you know, a few of them that were ready down here. Okay.
So they wouldn't burst open with water from the rain.
Right. So
I got you.
You know, they taking too much water and they don't store as good when you pick them at that moment when you have a lot of rain. Okay. So right in here, you come on, stand over there, camera lady.
Okay.
So right in here, guys.
Look at here. You talking about stand over there? You got friends in the air.
Oh yeah, we'll get rid of them. Oh, there you go.
Whoa.
And so, and we're going to, you know, step on them as well. But what we have right here is comfrey, guys, okay? That we have planted down in this area. Now, what we're actually going to be doing is to put this comfrey around the root of most of these plants that down here in the orchard.
After I harvest some of these larger leaves,
well,
right?
You better come and get them.
Okay. Yes, sir.
They're not going nowhere.
I know it. I know it.
Goes out in the springtime when we have
abundance.
But as you all know, the comfrey plant is a very, very good plant. Do your research on comfrey. Simple reason why, you know, comfrey is a healing plant. Okay. If you have any broken bones, if you have any you know, arthritis in your joints, come and get it. You can crush it up, put it on that spot, wrap it up, and that should kind of ease whatever pain you are going through at the moment. Now, what the comfrey does, it send that taproot deep down into the soil, guys, and it gather all that nutrients that's deep down. That most of your plants not able to send root down that deep. The comfrey root is tough enough to break through any hard clay, any hard soil, send those little tap roots on out, gather all the nutrients that it need. You're looking anywhere from gathering up whatever is in the soil, magnesium, if it's copper in the soil, it's going to gather that and all that. But we'll talk a little bit more about the comfrey plant. You can grab that, son. So right on over here, what we have, I was supposed to then do a video of this plant right here. I kind of dragged my feet a little bit on this plant, guys, but guess what? I think I did touch on it a little bit.
You did. The plants were very small.
Very small, but I'm gonna get down on my knees because, you know, sometimes you have to get down pretty low. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to lift the skirt up on this plant. Because you know when you lift the skirt up, what tends to happen, you reveal what is underneath. And so look at that right there, guys. Okay? And look at that.
Let me come in closer.
Look at that. It is just a beauty. Now, like I said, if you follow the method on how we grow peppers here on the homestead, you will not go wrong.
That's right.
Follow the method for all of the peppers that I plant here on this property, and guess what we always get? Great results. I'm not going to sit here and take the credit for it, because guess what? I just come on out and I plant it and I pray to the Most High and He bless these plants, guys. So for that I'm thankful. But what this is, this right here is called mutton pepper. It's a very hot pepper.
Yeah.
But it has the flavor as Scotch bonnet. Okay.
So it has that fruitiness of Scotch bonnet.
Yes, that strong flavor of the Scotch bonnet, but it is hotter. Okay. It's actually also called Honduras pepper because
Honduras.
yes, because that is where this pepper was originated from. I had a dear brother bless me with some seeds, and to be honest with you, I had the seeds laid out on the counter to plant them in the springtime, or in the winter time. That's when we start our seeds, and someone came on in and got my seeds spilled all over. Some fell into the trash, a few fell on the ground, and I came on in and I gathered them on up, and I only had 4 plants planted. But one of the things that I want to share with you all, I only had 4 seeds, guys. Now, when it started out, I had about 28 seeds. But we had 4 that we was able to get and plant, and we have 4 plants. But out of those 4 seeds, I want you all to take a look. Look at the increase. Look at that. So hey, sometimes we just have to have the faith the size of a mustard seed. In this case, the faith of a pepper seed, guys.
That's right.
Okay, and you look at the increase. Very beautiful. As a matter of fact, we had a plant. Here, camera lady.
Afraid to touch it?
No, you don't have to be afraid. The only way you're gonna mess with you if you get on inside of there. But as you all can see, this was one of the plants that was actually was moving a bit slower, but we still have great seeds right here on this plant. Now, right on over here, if you notice, we have some breakage here, guys, but this is a perfect example. Look at this. Now, this is what happened when I dragged my feet to come on down and actually harvest the seeds from these peppers, or harvest the peppers off of the plant. All that weight that is on this right here caused those limbs to break. Okay? But right now, at this point, getting breakage, it's not a bad thing. Simple reason why.
Coming to the end of the season,
coming
right?
to the end of the season.
Yeah.
Okay, but come on in, camera lady.
Those are beautiful, though, just the color on them.
Oh yeah, and like I said, another beautiful thing about it is just like the Scotch bonnet peppers. The flavor is there. It's just the heat is turn up. The heat is very hot. Okay. So right in here as well.
Hold on. Well, let me make my way around while you clear those spider webs.
Come on, camera lady. Come on, baby. And as you all can see, guys, we have pumpkins all throughout. Our Tahitian melons all throughout. Now, one of the things is, well, I guess we don't have any ready just as yet. But what we have up here is ton loads of maypop. If y'all can see, in here we have quite a bit of maypop. Still have flowers putting on here as well. Absolutely. But hey,
let me see. Pull that back again. They're just a dangling everywhere in there.
They're not ready yet, though.
No, quite. They're not, but they're beautiful.
Yes. Okay. And we're just going to keep on going. This is a plant that I have to come on in and take on out.
Yes.
That's the graft from persimmon plant that bite the dust. Here is the other plant right here, guys. I need to come on in and harvest because these plants, they are getting very weighty. All right, so let's keep on going, camera lady. Right here is where we also have some more okras that we have to come on in. And
that's red okra.
From this
burgundy,
right here.
burgundy okra.
Yeah, burgundy okra. Very sweet okra. Last year we planted quite a bit, and we save a few seeds, but the flavor is very different. It's more of a sweet texture to it. All right, but and as you all can see, we have pumpkins all throughout. I can't wait to see
the harvest, the final harvest.
Now that it is clear, I'm just going to come on down, me and the young ones, and we're just going to pick and pile them on up and see what we get from out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And another thing, these young ones, don't sleep on these young ones.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm telling you all that when you cook them young like this and saute them in the pot, ooh, man, I'm telling
delicious.
you, camera lady been hooking it up.
Mm-hmm.
She's been hooking it
And
up.
I was gonna say, so we probably would have had more mature pumpkins than what we actually going to harvest, but I've been cooking a lot of them like that size there.
Absolutely.
Young like squash.
That's right. And so right in here, also what we have is our wormwood that is still kicking. It did kind of die back a little bit. We have to come on in and get all this morning glory from off of here.
Especially before they flower.
Yes.
And seed.
You know what? We've been waiting for these things to go to flower. Not the morning glory, but
no, the worm. Yeah.
You know, just so it can spill its seed all over and you know, produce more plants for us. But hey, if we're gonna let it do what it do,
Yeah.
if it don't produce the seeds, we'll just cut it and
Keep
we'll
on
just
air layering and
air layering it that way. Okay. So right in here, guys, what we have is, as you all can see, the sugar cane. Now, we just had someone says, hey, when are you going to be putting sugar cane tops on the store so we can purchase? We have not came on in and harvest just as
Not yet.
Just be sure that when we do harvest, we will put a few on up. Now, talking to camera lady, what we want to do this year is we want to expand our sugarcane field so that way we can have a little bit more sugarcane for juice and also making syrup of that nature. But what we, and another thing,
We'll talk about it.
Yes, because we are actually running out of daylight. And we will talk about it when we come back on in, what we have been doing with these sugarcane right here. And if you notice how big these things showed up and showed out this year. Look at the joint on these sugarcane. Now usually we would be getting joints like this right here or like that, but these ones, they have showed up. And the reason for that is, guys, I did came on down here and dump some goat manure right here, and I guess that's what's feeding this particular stem right
Also,
here.
one of the things too is we want to expand our sugar cane because my goal is to use it as a sweetener versus having to purchase sugar from the store next year.
Absolutely.
So the goal is to always replace as much as we can from the things that we're purchasing. So we're trying to get back to sugarcane syrup as our sweetener and honey. Stay tuned for that. But honey, sugarcane syrup, sorghum syrup as our sweeteners of choice, and also stevia. So the goal is to expand this.
Absolutely, and that's the beautiful part about it when you can come on out here and grow your own. You know, one of the things is that they are so afraid of is you doing this.
Yeah.
Because if you start going back to what our foreparents used to do, and that is growing their own food, it's very rare that you have to go to the store to purchase anything. And if you're not going to the store to purchase anything, guess what?
You're self-sufficient.
You're self-sufficient, and you also know what it is that you are putting in your
body.
system. This is organic sugarcane.
That's right.
Understand? No spray. All we did, we came on in and dumped goat manure on it to overwinter it and let them do what they do.
And look at them now.
And that's it. But she's talking about sweetener. Hey, I'm going to tell you about some syrup on some pancakes, y'all. I'm telling you. Thumbs up, as you can see, thumbs up. But nonetheless, come on in. We are.
You think we have enough daylight to do the top?
Yeah, I think we do. You don't think so?
No.
No.
Not to do it justice.
Not to do it justice. So let me see. Do you want to? We'll just close this on out.
Yeah.
And we'll
do a part 2 early in the morning.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, hey y'all, everyone out there. Hey. And so I guess, hey, you can say that Mr. Humble We're back, okay?
We're
We are
back.
back. It's a lot of hard work that is going to be going into this garden here as we get started, because yes, we want to go ahead and start planting out our brassicas. And what I told camera lady is that we are going to take you all along with us, planting them out step by step, just like we used to do in old times, just to, you know, get you all to get back on out there, motivate you all to get back on out and start growing. Start growing, guys, okay? And when you grow, put some of the food away.
That's right.
Put some of the food away. As you all can see, what we have been doing here, not because the videos have not been coming, does not mean that we are sleeping.
Right. The work still continues.
Work still goes on.
That's
each
right.
and every day. Okay, it doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. Anywhere from grooming the garden, just making sure they are staying clean, pulling weeds, the work don't
Harvesting
stop.
dinner.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, that's harvesting dinner. That's the beautiful part about it is we're still able to come on out
And
and
eat.
harvest our dinner. That is the whole goal for planting this garden, so we can be, you know, sustained from it.
That's right.
But nonetheless, that is it right there. Just want to say thanks to each and every one of you all out there for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. And as always, peace and blessings to each and every one of you all out there. You remember, you keep a smile on your face. You know what, guys, I'm going to tell you, say keep a smile on your face. And I have to remember that. I myself who said it to you all have to remember that. You know, because at times, you know, by the grace of the Most High, and we knowing that, you know, He have sent His Son, Christ, on this earth to die for our sins, is what helps me to smile sometimes. Even though it may be, at times it may be hard to even smile, I have to remember, even though you may not see the smile outwardly, my heart smiles. You know, and I am just thankful for that. But you all remember to keep a smile on your face. You be happy. Being happy. Yeah, just be happy. Be happy. And, you know, just give the Most High thanks.
That's right.
Just for another day. Because, you know, I've come to realize that life is so short. Life is so short, and He see fit to wake me up every morning. If you are still alive when you are listening to this video, guess what? He see fit to wake you up this morning. And if you don't get today right, and He wake you up tomorrow, that means that is another day for you to get it right. Not just getting it right with yourself,
Come on.
but also getting it right with your friends, your family. And just know that life is too short, guys. Also remember to keep your head on a swivel. You stay focused and you stay positive. I had a young man ask me the other day, what do you mean, what do you mean by staying focused? And I told him, I said, you know what? Stay focused on Christ. Nothing else that's inside of this world. Everything else is a distraction. So if you're staying focused on Christ, nothing can distract you. Okay? And so remember that. You have a blessed day, and we will catch you all in part 2 of the garden update video. Have a blessed day.